Guys, what is up? I'm back with another tutorial. Today we're going to be going over how to make beats like LANCEY FOUX. His beat style is like kind of ambient, but it's still like super hard. He's going to be going crazy up in the next few years. The first melody I made was this chord. And for the sound selection for these beats, since they are so ambient, I'd say like the VST you want to use is Electra X, and I guess you can find one-shots for it, but I'm telling you, like, the banks and stuff and sounds you can make in Electra X are going to be like the best for this type of sound. So I'd recommend trying to get your hands on that one way or the other. But yeah, that's what I recommend. Maybe you can find some free alternative. If you do, let me know. I'll definitely make sure to mention it in my next video. Electra X seems to be like the best VST with all these like crazy sounds. So as you can see, I sort of like made like a kind of like a evil chord, but yeah, the sound selection is what really made it hype. So yeah, it's kind of like an ARP, but obviously the chord has to sound good, like you have to make a cool chord, but it's literally the same triad 4 times and it sounds so cool. So that's why I'd recommend Electra X for those type of sounds and these type of beats. But yeah, that's basically the first main bit that plays through the whole song. And here's the second part. So obviously LANCEY FOUX's like sound is kind of like edgy and raw. So this is like a weird sound. You can like find like a one shot of this at least. So when you're making these type of melodies, make sure that like they sort of sound off. You know, you don't really want them to sound normal. And I guess like for people that can't make melodies, I mean, this is kind of good for them too, because you can really just click in notes and it'll still fit with his beat style. So here, I'll let you play. So yeah, that's that sound. And here's another sound that I played, and this one's sort of more like a guitar, and it just repeats throughout the whole thing. As you can see, it's sort of like shorter here and longer here. I don't think it really matters, but it's just a scale going down, so it's very, very simple. So yeah, that's that. But as you can see, that's literally the whole melody, and it's only 3 sounds, so really what you need is like 3 cool sounds, and everything else is just left to the drums, because these beats are ambient. What really makes them hard and stuff is the drums. So this is the first 808 that I used, that I even used in my last beat as well. But it's like really wet sounding, and like it just adds like an evil like flair to it, makes it like hella sinister and stuff. So here, I'll let you hear it. So yeah, that's like a really cool 808 sound. It's not even like really much of an 808 because there's not that much low end. But yeah, I still really am feeling the sound right now. You probably hear it a lot more in my beats. Yeah, if you want the sound, you can just follow me on Instagram and send me a message, and I'll probably be able to send you it if you want it. This is the other 808 that I used. It has a little more cuts and stuff right here to add a little more bounce, but this one's a lot harder and stuff because this is what you actually need. The wetter 808 is more for bridges and like breaks and stuff, but this is like what you really want to use like for your hook and stuff. But yeah, here's the distorted 808. Even though it like clips and stuff, it still sounds cool when it's with the rest of the song. And here are my hi-hats. I added some triplets and some rolls. You don't want to be too complex with it. Like, you don't really want to have like your rolls going down and up and stuff. You basically want to keep it simple, but you still want to add some bounce with some triplets and rolls. And as you can see, like my last one is like a lot more like bouncy, but yeah, it's pretty simple still. And also one thing I did was add a little bit of reverb to it. Here's my clap that I used. As you can see, it's just very basic, just 2-step, like normal stuff. And I also added the open hat. It's really basic, but it just plays out throughout the whole song. And I also added a snare. It just plays like 3 times, but it just adds a little bit of that extra bounce that you need, considering the melody is so simple. So yeah, it sounds really basic without everything else, but when combined, adds a lot of bounce. But yeah, that's basically the whole beat, and everything else comes down to arrangement. And as you can see, I added like the gross beat and then like made it normal with like the wet sounding 808. Then it just goes hard and hard, and then like towards the end of the song, it goes back to the wet 808 for like a bridge and stuff, and then I just go crazy. So yeah, that's basically the whole beat done. If you have any questions, comment them down below or follow me on Instagram and send me a DM. I'll be sure to answer as many as I can. So yeah, if you liked the video, please make sure to like it and subscribe. I'll be making a ton more coming soon. And yeah, peace.